Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my midday market update. Today, Tuesday, September 15th. That's right. I do have a Tesla up in the background because Tesla is rocking it today, up 5%, which is awesome. Let me go ahead and turn off my mic over here. We'll open up the chat so we can see where you guys are. I wanted to find a FANG picture of Facebook and Apple. All of the tech stocks are really killing it today. In fact, I was talking with my dad and he was like, so what's going on in the market? I said, well, we've got a nice rebound. We've got the indexes that are sort of consolidating over the past 7 days. We got to check out and see where they are. So let's go ahead and get into it. But first, if you guys are new to my channel, please go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. And if you want to learn more about the dark pools, come on over to thedarkpools.com and check out the training pit. I do teach there twice a week. We talk about the dark pools, options, stocks, everything like that. So definitely come and check it out. Hello, John, and hello, Kawakawa. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. All right, let's get into it here. I do have the 45-minute chart open. You guys know that I like the 45-minute chart. I love this pink dotted line, the 425 EMA on the 45-minute chart. And I had this box of consolidation. I said, hey, listen, guys, if we go above 342, feeling like I need to go ahead and put my bull head on. Now we're above the 425 EMA. Bom dia, Gabi. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? I don't know, a mixture of the two. So we are really dancing right around that 342 mark for the SPY. You can see we've just been testing it over and over and over again. There have been sellers that have been coming into it. However, if you look at it more on the shorter time frame, we go from the low right there, right here. We're still in an ascending triangle right now with 342 as the upper bound. So we might have a bigger move to the upside. If we can really break this 200 simple moving average as well on the 45-minute chart, we will likely move up even further. Maybe right on up here. Let's go back and look at our resistance levels potentially. So we have potential test of 345.20 and maybe even, it looks like resistance over here was roughly 346 back on September 3rd when we had a little bit of a bounce. So maybe they're going to take it up there. Remember, FOMC and the Fed are meeting today and tomorrow. So tomorrow at 2 p.m. we might see a lot of volatility happen. The financial sectors are down today as well. But let's look. I had Apple on my lawns. Here is my watch list. Let me go ahead and pull it up over here. That's not it. That's Word. That's not going to work. So, oops, I hit 4X. I meant to hit this one. So we've got the watch list that I do create every single day. It is available on my website. You guys can check it out. There is a special discount code down there too if you want to try it out from being a YouTube subscriber. A little gift to you. And I'm just waiting to see if I can get the list to open. Anyway, in any event, it's over here, starting with Apple. So Apple, a large player in the Qs and as well in SPY. Now we did come up and test that 425. You see right here, we sold off, came back, and we really closed the gap from yesterday, and we've bounced up again, looking for it to close up above 118.50. Then we'll likely have a test of the 200 simple moving average here of 119.80, potentially 120, maybe even on up. If we go to our daily chart, let me actually put them side by side. That make it so much easier. And we'll put the daily on the left over here. And we'll get rid of the camarillas and pivots. Bye-bye. And my volume profile. Bye-bye. Okay. So you can see we broke above broke out of this downward trend line yesterday. They came in, they tested it, and they've just surged up off of that. If we go ahead up here, 121.50 area, the 20 simple moving average, maybe on up to a test up here, 123, 124, then likely a test of the 126 area, maybe even up here 128. If we do go above 128.90, likely gap fill test up to 131. So those would be the potential targets that I'd be looking for on the way up for Apple. If we can go ahead and close above 118.50 today. Also had HCAC on my list for today, and it is surging higher for the second day in a row. Actually, that's old. That's from yesterday. Let's get rid of that. We had silver as well today. Silver sort of going sideways, hasn't quite made its move yet. Let's link these two together. And it did have a nice move, but it crashed down. Silver and gold did crash. Looking at the stochastics, maybe that's a good time to go ahead and get in for a bigger swing up. It's pulled back and potentially a bigger move to the upside. We have a lot of volume back here, and we've had some dark pool activity, but you know what? With silver, we have to be patient. Last time we had a big move from back here, it started in March and went to mid-July. So it took them 2 months. So maybe end of September they're going to be ready. We'll see. NEO as well today had a nice gap up. Had one of the training pit members ask me, hey Jane, is this a good potential swing opportunity? I said, yes, it is a good potential swing opportunity. Look at that. It ran from 1920 up to 2025. So an additional $1 from the close yesterday down at 1873. So $1.50 from the close yesterday. It was a nice move right there. Had JD as a potential long or short, depending on where the market wanted to take it. Looked like it could have had a bigger move to the upside, but it failed and it pulled back. You guys can see these moving averages on the 45-minute chart just perform. Oh, my volume's a little low. How about that, John? Now that I changed the angle of my head for the microphone. Can you hear me better? Let me know. Also a little congested. Tesla as well. So I've got Tesla up behind me. It is rocking it. I did a really quick 45-minute chart here. It's heading up. It had nice volume today. Volume is dropping off. It is pulling back a little bit. But I'd say, hey, as long as this 440 can hold, I would be looking for it to go up and potentially test 460. Even, right here, I would look for it to test this open, 459, 459.10. All right, I will try to speak up and see if there's anything I can do. Oh, you know what? Haha. Get ready for it, John. Get ready. I had my mic unplugged. How about now? Is that okay? So we've got Tesla looking for a potential move up $15, I would say, roughly, for Tesla, as long as it can hold 440. Now, we had Carnival Cruise Lines, potential short today, and yes, it came right off of the low right here and pulled back. Hit the bottom of this consolidation. Thank you, John. It's probably my cold as well. That does not help. And we also have the Carnival Cruise Lines. This is another Carnival as well. And it pulled back, had a nice move down, 50 cents to the downside from the level that I provided for you guys as a potential short. And we have AMD. Said, hey guys, this is running up. This has some volume. And we're breaking this downward trend. So let's check this out. Maybe this is going to have a nice big run to it. It had a bit of a stall right here on this moving average. It's pulled back. Let's see if it can go ahead, find some more consolidation here and continue to the upside. The stochastics on the daily look like it's primed to go ahead and have another big move, much like we did right here. So I would definitely keep
AMD personally on watch for a bigger move to potentially come and test those highs of the year. All right, Under Armour. Under Armour had a little move to the downside, really quickly came to the 21 EMA on the 45-minute chart, and now it is surging up more in a no trade zone at the moment. And Sony had a big pullback, and then it bounced up to the moving averages. Is this a continuation of where they would like to take it? Not sure. Well, let's look and see. If it does break down, if we're not able to hold 76.24, I would look for a potential short target down here at 74.50. We do have the gap below 75.80 right here for it to pull back further. Now, with Flowtrade, if you guys have seen my tweets at all, Flowtrade is awesome. Been watching them on Tesla today. They picked up all of the movement like a rock star. The algo's buying and selling. So check out Flowtrade. They do have a free 7-day trial, and it's really cool. You can get a personalized 1-hour training. So we've got SPCE here. It does look like it's had a bit of consolidation over here, John. If we put it right here at 1670, and then right here even up to roughly $19. If we can break that $18.80, $19 area, I would look for a bigger move. We've had, actually, let's tighten it even a little bit down here. It looks like every time it hit 18.25, it sold off, right? Selling, 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 tested, nope. Selling, selling, selling. Are we going to break 18.25? There might be a nice trade up here to the 1950 area. Does look like it's ramping up here a little bit. Let's go and check and see what the short volume percentages for space. 57%, and have the shorts been piling in? They have. Look, for the past 5 days, it's 55% short volume. You can see that same sort of consolidation right here where it's just sort of traded sideways. When we have that happen, a lot of times there's a big move to come out of it, right? Here it traded in a range from 1460 to roughly 1770. Once that 1770 was broken, boom, up we went, right? So it's a matter of being patient as well. Don't try to get into it before the move happens. They could come up here, test it, and then they drop it right back down. They sell it off. So I would watch for test of the 1825 level. If it can close above there, hey, we might see it up here at 1950 tomorrow. Again, we'd really be watching the SPY to close above 342. I'm going to go ahead and set an alert up here, which is this consolidation box that you see that we've had over the past. Let me adjust it over here and it will move over for us. So settings, I would like that at 300. 300 for some reason always brings it to where we are today. Okay, so that includes today. So if we're able to go ahead and break out from that point, maybe we're going to come up and test this trend line up here to 345. Again, like I said, check that the low of this candle, the close, 345.40. Maybe that would be a nice target to watch. Ah, nice, John. Congrats. Yeah, it looks like that has nice potential movement to it. Anyone else have any other tickers that they would like to check out for today? And we did have announcements going on. Let's just see what's happening tomorrow. If you guys do not know Forex Factory, this is a free tool. They do announce they do have a calendar of announcements internationally. And you can see tomorrow we are likely going to have a lot of volatility, potentially at 8:30 in the morning, as well as 2 p.m. and 2:30 with the press conference that's coming out. There has been a lot of negative press. If we go and we look at XLF today, it has been hurting. It was pulling back big time on our 5-minute chart here. Seems like we might have found a double bottom. There might be a bit of a short squeeze into close today. If we can close above 25.20, maybe a test of 25.50. You can see every time that it hit that 200 simple moving average, it sold off. Did sell off up here on the 425 EMA at that 25.80 area roughly. So maybe there's going to be another test up here and then a further downturn. Let's also look at Bank of America today. That is pulling back as well. But much like XLF, similar chart at the moment. Citigroup as well, just getting beaten down. We also have JP Morgan. Now, a lot of these banks are ones that had their dividend pulled back from them. They were not allowed to issue out dividends. You can see how people give me criticism for having all these moving averages, but look at how they perform and how they go ahead and they sell off when it hits that resistance. It looks like it's not able to come back from, go above right here, this moving average. And yesterday we had higher than normal volume and it rejected that level. Now we're back below again and we're riding the 20 up while resisting here. Are we going to continue and see the 20 break above? Potentially, not for sure. Let's also look at Amazon as well for the Q tickers. So Amazon, look at what we hit today on the 425. It's so cool. I love, love, love this moving average. And look, it's roughly, well, we almost hit the 50 over here as well, which is the 31.84. We didn't get quite there, but look at how this performed. Hey, came up, hit it, boom, sold off. Okay, let's check out Rocket. So Rocket, it's sort of getting congested right here. I would look for this one to break above 24.70 or back down below 22.80. If it closes below 23.60, there might be more move down for that test of 22.80 down here. If it were to break below 22.80, likely gap down to 21.40. And Starbucks right now has higher volume just coming in at this 5-minute candlestick. So I would watch this one in particular. If we go below the low of, on this candlestick, 87.60, I would likely put on my bear hat for a day trade. And if we go above 87.95, likely along. It has gapped up away from the moving averages, and it might want to fill that back down to the downside to where it closed yesterday at 86.63. Vice versa, it might continue to run up if it were to break above and go to 88.50 and then 88.60 for Starbucks. All right, everyone, I hope you have an amazing day. Check out my video that's coming out tonight, all about potential roadmap for starting a business. On top of being a trader, I am an entrepreneur. So I like to always keep my mind busy as well as my money, right? You got to put your money to work for you. That is one of the best ways to generate income, is to make it work for you instead of working for the money. So have an amazing afternoon. I will see you all at 12:15 tomorrow, and stay tuned for 6 o'clock for my video release this evening. Carpe Profit, seize those profits one trade at a time.